Hey, deep thinkers. Welcome back to another episode here with me, Dr. Monica Nicole. So, I just got done making me some plantains, honey. So, oh my gosh, I end up decided on making some here because the past couple places that I went to, they weren't really hitting the way they needed to. Okay, they weren't hitting how I needed them to. So, um, when I went grocery shopping, I had grabbed some plantains during my grocery run, and so I just cooked those and had my coffee and did some reflection. I had kicked it with one of the sisters that stay on my floor actually, and then I was sitting here reflecting after the conversation I was having with her because she's into quantum physics and things of that nature too. And I love how the universe literally, whether you see as the universe, God, higher power, we always get aligned with who we are and what we're ready for. Okay, I just had a call come through. Hopefully that didn't mess up my sound. That's interesting that person always calls me when I'm recording or doing some work. I think that's a symbol for something. But anyway, so um it's I love how the universe always aligns us with who we are subconsciously, not what we say we want. We're aligned with who we really are. And so if you want to know who you are internally, what energy you're exuding out, like what call, what frequency you're putting out, look at the environments you're in. What environments are you primarily surrounded by? You don't like it? You got to change some shit. Okay. And a lot of times, the primary things that we have to change is that thing that, as soon as I said that, something just fell from off of there with the wind, is usually always, oh, I hope my phone don't. I got to keep watching this, y'all, because this thing rocking and stuff. And y'all know I got PTSD from breaking my phone yesterday. But, the thing is that oftentimes you have to do something that you want to hold on to. That thing you want to hold on to the most is what you have to let go of most times. And so I was reflecting on how when I told the higher power, the universe, all that at the beginning of the year, that I was open to receive and expand into my next level of assignment. Okay. And so because of that, 2025 was full of fucking transitions and changes and endings and new beginnings and da 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 da. It was always something going on, okay? But it was boot camp actually. And it was boot camp to see how I would handle them, how I would mentally maneuver, respond to them because remember, life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you respond. So when I told the universe that I was open to these changes, the universe started putting me through I started being put through different things that tested me out to see if I was really ready for it. And a lot of people fail. A lot of people fail because they don't want to give up their comfort zone. They're afraid to bet on themselves. They're afraid to invest in things they need to invest in. They're afraid to take risk. There is no reward without a risk. So the longer you are trying to stay in this state of comfort, and you're not going to change, you're going to stay in the same shit year after year after year. It's always the biggest changes come from quantum leaps. Okay. So I told the universe that earlier this year, all of a sudden, the type of knowledge and things of that nature that spirit wanted for me to start sharing started changing. Okay. It started changing. Spirit started telling me to slow down on doing certain things, talking about certain things. Okay. All of this was coming into play. And I didn't question it. When spirit told me to stop doing a certain type of channeling on my channel publicly, I stopped. Now, recently, for example, spirit told me to only create for my membership on that channel when it comes to spirituality. I'm not questioning it because there's a reason why they're telling me to do that. I'm going to be obedient because I said what I was open to be in alignment for. And when we say that we're ready for something or we're open for something, when those opportunities and things come our way and we have to give something of ourselves to as an offering, we have to be willing to take that. I'm literally taking about a $2,000 pay cut right now, monthly. The majority of my income. Well, I won't say the majority, but yeah, it's a nice amount. But I have to follow what I'm being called and told to do. I have to follow what it is that I teach other people to do, right? And so, in the midst of that, I have quantum leaped into living. Now I can say I'm a full nomad living around the world. Right now, I'm traveling through South America. My goal is to travel through South America over the course of the next year. Then I may make my way back to Africa because I've already been to a few countries in Africa. So I may make my way back to Africa because my dad really wants me to come visit what he has set up in Tanzania. And I kind of really want to go live in our village in Ghana for a little bit and do some teaching there. So I don't know. I'm just letting life lead me where it's leading me, right? And so I was speaking with my dad recently about a conversation, and my dad is very magnetic as well. You know, he's very successful, and a lot of people like to attach to him. And so one of our conversations that we had while he was here was in regards to how much of yourself that you give, because a lot of people, as they see that you're expanding, you're growing, they want to leech and hold on to you, but they're not really giving anything back. You have more people asking for stuff. You have more people expecting you to do certain things, right? And we were having that conversation, and it helped me see that it was kind of like confirmation for what I needed for shifts that I had been told to make. I don't think a lot of times, like, we need to realize when we look at worth and who we are and what we give and everything and everyone being a mirror reflection of us. This was a year where I had to remove emotions from certain things. And when I say remove emotions, it's not saying I'm emotionless. It's saying that I look at things from the various layers that it presents itself in. And as I see it in its different layers, I allow that to inform me of my next decision of how I handle that or what I deal with it, right? So, for example, some people could be looking at me right now and they're just like, you cutting your income by 2,000, like da 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 da. But I look at it as I took a quantum leap and I'm letting the universe know that I am open to what's next. I'm open to my next level assignment of what I'm called to do. And in that, we have to realize it comes with us making difficult decisions because we have to show that we have that divine faith. And oftentimes, when we're tied down to different spaces, places, and people, we connect to um their consciousness. The consciousness start to merge. And so when we're that's why we say environments matter. Spirit knew I needed to be by water and nature more. I needed to be in a different environment. I needed to be around a different culture because what that then invokes inside of me is my muse. Okay. When it comes to us shifting and creating a new life, you're never going to be 100% ready. So many things have come up during this time, and I've been unmoved. I cried, wiped the tears, and kept going, like, all right, this is a part of the assignment. What's next, right? Because everything always works out at the end of the day. And so, if you're one of those people who are on the verge and you're saying, I want to start doing this, or I'm thinking about this, or I want to start this business, whatever the case is, what are you waiting on? Because if you're waiting on, ooh, as soon as I said that, the phone was about to fall over because the wind started blowing. You waiting on the wind to blow in perfectly for you. That's never going to happen, my love. I need you to know that. The perfect time is when you define that the perfect time is there and you're willing to put in the discipline and stay in sacred flow. But you have to be willing to go with the flow of what comes with it. It's like starting a new school program. You have to be in the flow of what the different instructors require of you in their classroom because your goal is graduation day. That's what this season is about. So, yes, it may look like taking a cut in one aspect. I could be being set up for a $200,000 contract in 2026. You get what I'm saying? We have to be willing to invest what's needed and to be aligned in the right spaces and places. And just seeing how different people have aligned in my life since I've been here, different spaces, my relationships that have been revived in spaces, um, and actually seeing certain things play out in my life, I'm like on the right track. I'm on the right track. And you need to know that too. So, whatever that goal is, and that's why I keep telling people, y'all need to be over on my Substack. Okay. You need to be over on my Substack if you are ready. And then also, for those of you all who did not know, the enrollment for the Butterfly Effect School of Transformation is open until December 30th. You have access to my classes, all my classes. It's about almost 200 classes back there now and workshops, from changing your frequency, creating a new reality, creating your purpose driven business without burnout, sessions on how to heal your feminine energy, masculine energy, your relationship with your mother, your relationship with your father, shifting your subconscious. There's hypnosis, hypnotherapy sessions back there. There's past life regression sessions back there. And this upcoming session, we're actually getting into, for those who are interested in starting the journey of becoming teachers and coaches. So I'm moving, Spirit has me moving from, because before I started within my own business, I was teaching teachers, I was doing professional developments and things of that nature before shifting from education. And so Spirit wants me to get back into that space of training the trainers. So that's where I'm at. Instead of working with people on a more one-on-one, I'm helping people from a leadership perspective, from an organizational standpoint, and how to maneuver within this world and within business. So I'm shifting who I'm working with now, going into this next year. You get what I'm saying? And so if you find yourself in that space, you've been thinking about starting your own business, or you're thinking about how you can get better or closer with your children, or your clients, things of that nature, this is a semester you definitely want to be in. And so check that out. I'll have the links for everything inside of my comments. But I don't know what is going on, child. There's always something going on this street. My microphone, for some reason, I realize I have to have it close to me, but sometimes it doesn't pick up. So I'm just hoping that it did pick up on the microphone in today's conversation, because my morning message, it didn't. But what else did I want to add for today? I think that's all I wanted to add for today, was just the reminder of it. When you say that you're ready for something different, you got to be willing to take that jump. You have to be willing to take that risk. And a lot of people say, I'm not ready, I don't know what to do. Well, guess what? I got a class for that. I have a Substack um, article for that to help you through it. Okay. You have resources out here. And if you're here, there's a reason for it. So I look forward to seeing you all in the next video, because I told you all I am looking at posting on this channel more, going into 2026. And so y'all hear the horn confirmations, right? But I'm about to go in here and just sit and do some writing. As I told y'all in the video yesterday, I think it was, I realized I haven't watched TV since I've been here. I've been here for 14 days. Well, 13 days, and I haven't watched TV yet since I've been here. So I think I might watch like a little bit of YouTube or something. And yeah, because my life has been changing, y'all. I've been going to sleep with the sun down. So like I be laying down by like 8 o'clock, and then I'm up early in the morning. The last few nights, or the last couple nights, actually, I'm talking about few. The last couple nights I've slept in that hammock back there. That's why y'all see the blanket, because baby, I was knocked out. Okay, knocked out. I was so comfortable in the hammock last night and listening to the ocean and the wind dance together. Like they was making some good love, honey. Okay. But I love you all. And as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what your higher self and your spirit team is calling for you to do. Period. Don't be forget to let me know down below in the comments what you planning on doing. Oh yeah, next Sunday I'm doing a planning session, a 2026 planning session, honey. Okay, so be on the lookout for the details for that. If you're in the Butterfly Effect School of Transformation, I'm gonna be sending it out, as well as those of you all who are paid members on my Substack. You'll have access to it as well. So Be on the lookout for that email coming soon for the school. I'm actually I need to send that today because all I got to do is just put the email together. So I'm gonna send that today so I can just get that out the way. Okay. But as always, always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what your higher self and your spirit team was calling for you to do. Period. I love you all and I'll see you later. Bye.